Namaste, soul family. I hope there, isn't any frying from these earphones. Most High God, intercede and let, the message, come forth or go forth with clarity. Okay. And not too long ago, got up from my, physical rest, not the spiritual rest. Because the spirit is always alive and working. I was gonna make a video yesterday in regards to some of what I'm gonna be saying now. And every time when I decide I don't want to talk about certain things, most I, always allow, certain other things to happen to propel me to have to, speak about these things. Now, a lot of you are going through similar situations like myself. And, but you're not courageous enough to come forth and speak your truth. And so the Most High is using me basically as his mouthpiece, which I am so grateful for. I'm so honored. And he's also using me for y'all mouthpiece as well. All right. So basically, I say, what most people want to say, but are too afraid to say. Namaste. um. Yesterday, well, it's not just yesterday, it's something that I've always noticed. And, like I posted, the text that I posted in the video under, I think there's a video. Was it? Yeah. I did a video yesterday. Did I? Well, you go and pre what I posted. Yeah, I did. I think I did. You go and pre what I posted nonetheless. Under that video, yes, that I posted yesterday. Yeah, yesterday evening. Go and pre what I, posted under that video, and also take a look at, which is a similar wording, um, to which I posted under the balance in eating video. In regards to why a lot of black people are so poor, and it's not the availability of finances or opportunities for most. We know that it's not available for all, but it is available for most, and most, put it to, horrible use. As I explained in, under them videos, yesterday's video and the video that I posted, the balance in eating, that was a video from 2020, last year, that I re-uploaded. It's, one of them videos that I had that beautiful intro, which I posted the intro as well onto my profile. But the theme soundtrack that I added to that was the X-Files. I'm not gonna because I don't even want to say that this me I'm in the tune is even a copyright infringement, because like these people are so petty, which I'm gonna get into that. And it was so lovely, but it's okay. I still got to re-upload them. So that video, the balance in eating, the other one, woman love woman, that too was from 2020, but from a different aspect of 2020. Okay, the enemies, they're lurking and they're listening. I see the signs and the omens through nature. And that's why, y'all cannot overcome me. You don't have the wisdom to. I get messages, from all different avenues, in all different ways, shapes, and forms that you're ignorant to because you're too focused on trying to destroy me. Which, also synchronizes with what I said, what I stated, text, under, typed rather, under yesterday's video, and, the balance in eating. And also, the chromotherapy video and, the peripheral subconscious, their videos were also from 2020. The peripheral subconscious and chromotherapy, those were from January. The other videos, they were from, further down in 2020. Okay? Now that one, where in which I was talking about the balance in eating. Now that one was where I was under some serious and heavy spiritual attack. And you can see, and not just, in that video, but if you check on my SKYYGoddessInfinityInc YouTube channel, there were some videos that I had uploaded last year. I think probably November last year, about the pale horse frequency for this year, because the fifth house is in Scorpio. But at the time when I did, them uploadings, them transmutation of energies, I did not, come to the physical, understanding as to why, this year is the pale horse frequency. And actually, Spirit Most High revealed to me how it is so. And, because I know it's, we're in the year of the ox, sub-frequency 5, but, go on that channel and now you will, get a lot of explanation as to, what it is I mean. All right? If you want me to teach you, but I'm going to search you first, because certain knowledge is not for, the general public. Yeah? Have your natal chart read. It's me searching you. And I'll teach you some things. So we are under the pale horse frequency. That is so true and correct. As the Most High transmuted through me. So we trust in the, his prophecies and his word. And then we see the confirmation, the physical, tangible confirmation of them. The enemy, they're lurking. They're trying to, it's like they can't hear, but they're trying. They're trying so hard. They're so, wanted. They want to get wanted. Yeah, man, all different kinds of enemies from all different creeds and nations. Yeah, man, they're trying to obstruct the truth. They're trying to stop the illuminates from bringing forth the truth with power and clarity. But what? When you fight against us, like I said, I've been saying over and over again, you fight a losing battle first and foremost, because the battle that you are, seemingly waging against us, yeah, and raging against us, wage and rage. It is, indeed you fighting against the true and living God, the Divine One. And so the battle is not ours, it is the Lord's. Therefore we need not to fear, even if 10,000s of enemies set themselves against us round about. Namaste. Yes, so this morning I got up because, yes, as I was gonna say, what I wanted to say yesterday, but certain petty frequencies I just don't like talking about. But boy, them a cut them ears real hard for hear. Lord, praise Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Most High, your name is worthy to be praised. From the rising up of the sun to the going down of the very same. Hallelujah. Every day, not just on a Sunday. Because the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. He established it upon the floods. It's established all over. The enemies, they have to scatter, yeah, man. I know, man. They have to scatter and flee because, Jesus, they come up against us one in that one direction, but they have to flee in 7 directions. Yes, man. Flesh gone, there's a bone gone, there's a marrow gone, there's a soul gone, there's a spirit gone, there's a, Jesus. You know all the aspects of man, Most High God. Alright, let me get into what I was about to say. I don't know how people do petty stuff because I don't even like talking about the petty stuff that they do. Look at that. But when you're vibrating at a certain frequency and you're emitting a certain energy, positive energies, high vibrational frequencies, certain energies and frequencies are sending the smaller ones now to listen. Certain energies and frequencies are beneath you, are beneath us, and they have a shamefulness to them, and just to mention them, is very shameful. I must say that, truthful, but it's it's a part of my life purpose, and I must start. Let me just say it now. So I noticed, okay, still trying to look and listen and pretending, to be just passing through or passing by. Whatever I'm experiencing, you're experiencing as well. So you hear me saying this and saying that. Whenever you come across this video, you just take note of your environment. All right? Because, my time and your time, may not synchronize at the exact time, like this time. But whenever you get to listen to this video, that's, the timelines being aligned. All right. And if you're listening now, yes, then take a look around. Observe. Be conscious, subconsciously conscious. Yes. See signs and messages and omens in everything because everything is everything. So I notice, this woman, she's, supposedly getting, a lot of financial help and support. She's collecting, child support from them boys' father. Plus, they claim that the auntie overseas is sending financial support for not just for her son, but my sons. And so I say to myself, plus she's got a husband who's overseas sending money to her. Plus, she seemingly has a sewing business. And I think to myself, plus, well, I don't even want to get into all the pluses. Yeah, let me just leave it at that. And every time I'm here, for however long I'm here, I notice she always waits until the food runs out and the storehouse is dry before she goes and replenish. And then you find the children, and then she leaves from the morning. She don't come back till way up in the evening, and nothing's here for the children, hardly anything. And you notice this from the Thursdays. It's something that I notice, it's very repetitive. Yeah, it's very repetitive. But you seemingly, or you claim that you have money, but you wait until the storehouse is gone dry. And then the children are left in wanton. Look at that. You could have went, even from before the Thursday, or even the Thursday, but you skip out even the Friday and you wait until Saturday because you're waiting on the daughter who has a vehicle, who drives a vehicle, to take you all over the place, drive up and down with you, because you're frightened for vehicle. But that's what Spirit revealed to me, people. It sounds so petty and silly, but that is what it really is. Because what happened to taking taxis again? Not good enough for taxi again, or taxi not good enough for you again? So you rather the children being wanton, just to feed your ego. Look at that. And then she leaves from in the morning. I remember when I used to go, shopping, when, me and, them boys and their father, we lived together. And I would, leave them by her. Or, I would tell the driver who would pick them up from school when they started school to, leave them by, here until I get back. And I never used to leave out in the mornings because the honest truth is I'm never anxious, or I never anticipate going on the road because I don't like the public. And I would leave midday, so on and so forth, and come back within the evening. And she would, call down judgment on me. Go and go spend, exaggerate, yeah. Go and go spend the whole day upon the road. And then, the way I was so close to my children, a lot of times they would beg me to have the children sleep over with them, and I would say no. I want them to sleep with me. I want them to be with me. Yeah, because even though I lived with their father, for me, I was more, committed and devoted to my children. Yeah, that's the honest truth. Whether, people you think that's, right, yes or no, especially because of the fact that they were little children, babies, I would call them. And they would be, seemingly upset. But the truth is, when people hate you, they will have a problem with every decision that you make. So if you leave, the children to spend, a few hours with them, they complain. But yet still, when you won't allow the children to stay overnight, which is more than a few hours, they complain just the same. So you see what I'm trying to say? So you don't try to please people. People who really matter. It doesn't matter what you do. They will not, get up and just, we call it rant against you and just have a problem with everything that you do. It's only the people who genuinely and authentically just don't like you. It's not like with me and, the, relationship with, 2/3 of black people. You visit my previous Instagram, visit that Instagram, SKYYGoddessInfinity, and see the love that I repped for black people. And that was before the whole, what do you call it? Black Lives Matter movement. Yeah. Or before the Black Lives Matter movement got so prevalent. Because me not follow trend. It's a big turn off for me. I'm a free thinker. Aquarius. I don't like when people think for me. I don't want anyone to think for me. I love to think, and so I will think for myself. I don't have a lazy spirit. I don't have a lazy brain. 2/3 of you black people, you got a lazy brain and a lazy spirit. Lazy brains, lazy spirits. And that too is another reason why you so poor. And you don't watch my condition as it is right now. Because like I said, how long Steve Jobs said he was out there, putting out the work? 10 years. And I must say more than 10 years. He's just, being modest. All right. But a lot of you come into this realm, into this physical realm, and you get so many opportunities. Unlike me, was, gotten so little, if any financial support. Because everything that they gave me, they, X them, you know, for them to be a curse and a trouble rather than a blessing. To pretend that they're with me. That's why the scripture said there's a gift that corrupts the heart. So we must what? Delight more in giving than receiving. And even with giving, we have to be careful because it gives some people your things and they try to curse your energy from them things that, you give them. Yes. So, a lot of you've gotten so many opportunities, in contrast to me, and you do nothing with them. Little to nothing with them. I'll show you my website and so much more that I started without help and support, using broken, gadgets and phones, free Wi-Fi, and all of them stuff. hmm And so that made me realize, even though what they were doing was for evil, it actually helped me to realize that, say, this whole thing with them attack about white supremacy in the black community and how it a hold long enough black people, say nothing no go so. Because look how me accomplished so much. Yes, with the help of the Most High God, but look, still, enough I want to say I believe in a God. That make it even more because enough I want to say I more righteous than me. And look how much me accomplished with so little help, with only help from the Most High God, which is, as a matter of fact, let me not downplay Most High's help. It is all the help anyone could ever need. A great help. That's why you see when father and mother forsake you and the Lord take you up, it's a blessing on your life. It's not a curse. Like you have a lot of adopted parents. They're way better than we call biological parents. Yeah, man. And some step parents better than biological parents. Yeah. So blood, you see, blood have nothing to do with anything. Yeah, man. So she wait until the storehouse is dry, just so that I don't know, she can pull off in a vehicle and drive up and down, as well as she have her wickedness to go perform, because they leave and not just where you think grocery then left to go buy. Then go fit God and witch doctor and spirit don't reveal that to me good while now. To inquire about me, my next moves. What kind of blessings are coming for me so they can hinder it and try to stop it. And then say, oh, see there? God curse you, God this, God that. But I know what a curse is. Everything I've asked the Most High for, and is continuing to ask Him for. He has blessed me, and He's blessing me. So I know that the rest that I have not yet received, they are yet to come, and they will come. Because His word will not return to Him void. His word will not return to Him void, people. They don't want me to speak. They want me to stumble over my words, but it's coming forth. It's the will of the Most High God. Yeah, man. I've seen, things that I've bought, for so long, many years ago. Even the washer I tell you guys about. And I pray over all my, purchases, and ask the Lord to bless them. And I've seen His blessings upon them. Anything I don't have is either me sell it, or me give it away, or me throw it away. Because most I must lead me, if you do any of them threes. Must have, And, though they set the washer right at the window, because they don't want to see me have anything. So they can, quote unquote, justify when they tell people say she's cursed. But they're the ones who are cursed. and practicing witchcraft and ride the monkey, quote unquote, ride the monkey. But I know what curse is, because though they put the washer right at the open window, the area that has no window, but it was left open for that cause, for a window to go there, and rainfall and butter the washer, because that's the position I came and saw the washer in. They didn't expect me at that time. I just popped in. I don't remember when that was, but it was sometime since here. And it's more, I would say, steel or metal than even the whirlpool washers, because those have an enamel coating. This one, it had a coating. It has a coating, but it's not as thick as the enamel. It's not sterling silver, but it's silver looking metal. And so, if anything, that would, rust faster, I surmise, faster than the whirlpool, but, not mine. And, immediately when I saw the placement of it, the location, I knew that was the intention. I can see through every motive. Yeah, I can see through every action, the motive and the reason. Even the food that they buy and put in the house, they carry them to witch doctors to hex them. That's why they take so long when they leave on a Saturday. But then go and grocery shopping for how much hours. I don't know, like say a taxi you take. When you usually take taxi, you never usually take so long. So you have vehicle, to your advantage, and you take how long because you do other things. And so all them I try hex my stuff them when we leave them down here. I feel them stuff I get destroyed. Look at that. So they eventually, they say all them put the washer there for the rain beat on it and rust it. For the water, rust it. Rust the metal. It not happen because the Spirit of the Lord was upon it. But the moment they purchased it from me, I said I was even going to write her a receipt. I didn't even want her to have any copy of my handwriting. And she didn't want it. And you know what Spirit revealed to me? Because she don't want the purchase in her name. She wanted to seem as though it's still mine for the blessing to be upon it. And even then, the blessing was removed from off the washer, because I told you, the so-called younger half-sister and, the young lady was here. That's the stepdaughter to the one who live overseas, who work overseas rather. Try to live overseas, that she want, too foreign-minded. Stupid. The very same day them I carry go up, scratch up the whole life front tight. Right now you look at it, it come like something where them have for 10 years already, and that a real curse, and what that you call curse. Cause though them nyam and them big like walrus, them have no strength. Them just big for nothing. What you call them? Sweet pepper, but not in a beautiful sense. Yeah, man. So, no look upon small people and just undermine small people. Me tell you already, say, a lot of you men out there who have me as an idiot or a child because I look petite, Uno no have no sense, just like the walruses them when I run back our road. Yeah, because I have more sense than Uno and them put together. Way more sense. Thanks be to the Most High God. And I mean, enough if I get up and go help them carry it up, because if me never get up, we tell you the honest to God truth and help them, I shouldn't did help them. But there may be another time, where they when desperately need me help, but it now go happen. And that Spirit revealed to me. But for sure you. But if I let them carry it was too embarrassing. That's why I help them. But you see me? I've been through enough with them, especially even since then. But we don't really care about them, It's just they were taking so fucking long. First and foremost, making so much noise and all of that. And just to see the beautiful washer when I buy. Although me did sell it, we got to shit so quick. It was like grief. I'm not vain, but people, that's what you call cursed. Because in never one day since them purchased it got to shit. If I'd let them carry it up, man, by themselves, by the time it reach round at the washroom, quote unquote washroom, that they will not have no use again. And since they bought it, I'm telling you, to show you what real curse is. That's why she never want the receipt in her name, because she knows she's cursed. She have a cursed destiny. She and the so-called grandmother, that's my father's mother. Yeah, man, I saw their name catch her if chop off her head. Yeah, man, he's a wicked bitch. That's why you don't your own children, them did want to kill you. That's why when you see certain things, don't marvel or wonder. It may sound cruel what I'm saying, but those people are cruel. Because that was from, I was basically call it a baby. Look at that. I try to steal my fortune and my destiny. And so most I say, just like when him do for David, he just stop time for my sake. So I will never age another day. And I did not age another day from what? 11, 12 years old. Or maybe even 13. I never age another day. I didn't increase in height. I didn't increase in body weight or mass. If anything, I decrease. I've gotten slimmer. Yeah, definitely. No wrinkles to my face. I have a few grays right here. But that's about it. And I like gray hair. I don't know. You just look storm like X-Men. But that's it. So what they intended for evil, most will make people marvel at this 31, 32-year-old who still looks like 13 years old. Look at that. That's why on my model's account, Nastasia SP, and there's one, another one there. You see, I put 31 is the new 13. Look at that. Yeah, man. So spite does produce the worst karma. So when you talk about curse of them, something that you call curse. And about the amount of money where you have to go shopping and spend. It's if where you shopping and spend pan, if it profit you and if it can last. Wherein which you not have to get up and spend. Yeah, man. So we don't have this whole blessing and curse scenario in reverse. And when you're blessed, you're supposed to can save. Now have you spend. That a curse. That is when you're cursed, man. Nothing can last. Like the woman, like the bitch a Mandeville. So she claims that everything she buy, you picking it and mash up. Her bad breed, big old crusty ass, big boy son them. Because she broke them bad. And that's where it go when you broke your children them bad. And spoil them. I try to look rich, say, oh, you can buy back this and that, and save. That you don't call blessing, you don't have nothing name sense. That's why majority of the black people poor. And we check it out now, barely, I don't know if she go scam no more people, because she heavy into scamming. Lie, me tell her, says, many times and there she tell men from other countries who should come across, lie about our mother sick, our mother dead, all kind of ass dead and cow fat. Just for them send how much money. Send money for she buy what ticket and not travel go away. Yeah, man. She you call a scammer. What's your name? Veronica Delpha Henry. Veronica, they call her Pinky from South Manchester. That's in Lancaster. Yes. Veronica Delpha Henry. And she was married and attained the last name Brown. A pure people may come across with the name Brown, and them is no good. I never come across a soul with the last name Brown that was of any good to me. That was any good at all. I'm not saying people out there, if you're listening and your name Brown, me not say yeah, crosses are corruption. I'm just speaking based off, from my life experiences and what I've experienced. Yeah. All right. So, but her name is Veronica. If you spell Veronica. Delpha is our middle name. Henry. Yes. And, she was married and was called Brown, but the husband divorced her under Sykes. Yes. I don't know if he remarried now. But she and her sons, them, scammer them. Yeah. So, and I don't know if she scam people and buy nothing put in at the house, but even if so, you must gone to shits already, because that me tell you, when you curse, you curse. Majority of black people curse. That's why all on the buy I put in a house, then can't last. So no, when you belong to two-thirds, the two-thirds were cursed and will be cut off without remedy. Because I see it a lot. So then buy, so it mash up. And I them very same picking them, the one them with them adore. I them always I bring them to shits and shame. Because I'm most I set it so. That's what you call curse. It's not the fact that you have a job. It's not the fact that you can scam people and general people out of how much money. It's not the fact, because that's what it is. That's what they do. It's not the fact that you have money that make you blessed. It's if you can save that money. It's if the things that you purchase with that money, if they can last for years, even generations, where they can pass down to your children and your children's children, and so on and so forth, even up to the 5th generation. That's how you know you're blessed. All right? Because the wealth of the old world, that I'm going to call it the old world, the old system, because it's coming apart now from inside out. Belongs to, the wicked people, low vibrational people, negative people. So no worry if you were poor or been poor or are poor under this current wicked system that's crumbling. Because that means what? Your blessing is tied up in New Jerusalem. The truth and the light. Yes? Yeah, man. That world that is prophesied for the righteous. Yeah, that system of things. Don't make them, influence you to do negative. That's why the most I say, I'm going to shorten the last days for the sake of elects. So that then them not deceive even the elects, because some are out there on a dip on the righteous path, but you have some vermin and parasites around. We are trying to influence for prostitute on yourself for money. To scam people like them for money, prostitute on yourself like them for money. Sacrifice people or try to sacrifice people for money. Do not follow them. Make them brag and boast all them want. Because the most I say a proud and a haughty spirit go it before a fall. Yeah, man, right after the proudness and the haughtiness, then the fall come. Not long after. 3, 2, 1. And they have this proverb in Jamaica, Jamaican Creole, show off, bring disgrace. I will see a lot of them being put to shame already on social media. So-called celebrities and so-called stars. But we know who the true stars are. The Illuminates. The Illuminati, the occult. Your man, do not try to get me tongue-tied. Vex. The word is still going forth. It's still going forth with power and clarity. So yeah, man, this morning I woke up. These are the attack claps now. And somebody from up top took my TRN whilst I was down here sleeping. Because they're trying to intimidate me in various ways, shape, and form to try to persuade me to sleep up there so they can kill me off and pull my energy. I know the value of my energy, and that's why I isolate myself. And I realize now that's why I've been subconsciously isolating myself ever since I came into existence. I was never fond of people to begin with. Not saying I hate people, but I was never fond of the companies I always like my own energy because it's that good. I know you can't force me to be around you and feel like you're going to leech off of my energy. Because from me not like you, and you're not going to get my energy. And I say it go. Energy goes where, the host intends it to go. Or wills it to go. So if you try to pull my energy by force, you know what you're going to pull? Death and destruction instead of life and blessings. Because a lot of you, especially within the black community, very curmudgeon and selfish and unfair. You don't want people energies, you don't want people things, but you don't want for what? Reverend them, appreciate them, give them just due and reward. So they came down here and they took my TRN whilst I was asleep. Probably carrot garden, witchcraft. Because to be honest, not even sure if I even last night or the night before. Because, they go and they do the, they, what they call it, inquiries. Instead of they inquire about their own life, how to make their life better, they might check up on me. So you see how them priorities, a lot of priorities misplaced. Our investments them too misplaced. Yeah, man. So now invest in a destroying other people. Look at that. Instead of invest in a what? Building on ourselves. And then get up and know. Blame white man, white woman. My God. And that lead me to go and say what, I'm about to say. Before I say that. So, one of the reasons why they took it, they got knowledge that somebody is about to send me some money. And I need my TRN to collect that money. And so that was them trying to hinder. That is them trying to hinder that. But listen, what the enemy means for evil, most High allows for good. Yeah? So when you think you block the blessing one way, you actually make it come faster in a different way. You understand what I try to say? But listen, stop wasting the time. That's what the most High try to say. It's time to stop fighting now. Though him stiffen on the neck for so long and harden heart for so long, you must say no, just relax now. Because the purpose is now, fulfilled. Fulfilled on a purpose already. Because me no want nothing to do with 2/3 of uno, especially these people who claim say them are blood family. That's why I say me not deal with blood and spirit, me deal with frequencies, energies, waves, currents and flow. And when you cause me a lot of, trouble and disturbances, the farthest me want be from you is as the east is from the west and the north from the south. Me no want nothing to do with you. That's why with an Aquarius, you don't try to force our hands. You just push us away from you more and more. It's the more and more we don't want to see you. The more yesterday, you know how much things me get to do yesterday when them two were not here. Although them dep on the road, I do them wickedness, me get to do much things on laundry. I feel fresh and clean and stuff and rave yeah. I did a lot yesterday because I don't like being around them. Yeah, man. So, in a way, I'm glad to them did stay so long. I did so much yesterday. You have no idea. And I felt so good. That is how it is, When you vibrate at a, low frequency and you emit negative energies, make me not want to be around you. None at all. No matter where you have, you could reach the till. You and your riches just sick my stomach. I so mistake. Yeah, man. That's why I rather to sleep outside. To me, this is me being in paradise. I don't know, no structure make me feel like me in a paradise. And I've said time and time again, my ideal home is a board structure where in which I can breathe. Air will always pass through them little, what you call it, particles, them little, not particles, them little holes They're always, that's wood. And when you want to seal it up all you want with paint and them something there, you're still a pass through that. Them little pores. Yeah man, every living thing have pores. Yeah. Me have pores. You don't have pores. The wood them have pores. Cause the tree them have pores. You understand what I say? However small they may seem, they're there. Millions, billions, trillions of them. Zillion, if that's a word. But they're infinite. They're lots, not infinite really, because if they were infinite, then there would be no wood. It would be invisible. But there are many pores, in other words. Yeah. And I like breathing with my structures, Yeah. But if I can find a safe haven now, until I can get that perfect board structure, then I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Right? So if there's anybody out there who wants to help the high priestess with housing, I'm grateful. Even if it's not a board structure, I will, a base and a bound until, what I really want, you know, comes about. Yeah, because sometimes you have to just humble yourself, but not with them up there. So it's not just the fact that it's a concrete structure why I don't want to stay up there. It's not just that. Because if they were decent or noble people, righteous people, high vibrating people, positive people, I would stay up there regardless of the fact that it being concrete. Yeah? But it being concrete plus them so obnoxious and them vibrating so low and they're so negative and petty. No, that are like double problem. And so I rather to be outside. So being outside for me is like paradise. Yeah, man. So, I'm not worrying in regards to the TRN because, like I said, what the Most High, what the enemy, meant for evil, God allows things to happen. So when you're a rob and a scheme and a plot, no, say God allow you to do that because, one, it's going to benefit his servant in some way, shape, or form. And two, he's just, him killing two birds with one stone, and I tie you out for yam grass like us to us for being so hateful, covetous, and grudgeful. Because him specifically tell we said don't be covetous. Let me not say grudge, which is basically the same thing. Him specifically tell we that. Do not covet. But you know what do? Them stuff. And many other sins. Many other wickedness. Look at that. And so, this leads me to the finale. I've come to realize which, I'm not even ranting anymore or gonna rant, but that's just all the spirit, because the spirit is hot. Yeah, man, you not cool down, man. But you still a pass and a look and a listen and a observe. But on fire when that come, you do not quench, you not cool down. Una try to come under Sykes now. Be careful, yeah? Them a try to come under Sykes now. Because they're found it out. Yes, so them a try come them a go try come in like them a come in look cooler, But don't allow that to deceive you. Don't allow it to deceive you, saints. Holders of the light. Illuminates. Do not be deceived. And some of the enemies are within the spiritual community. But like I've been saying, they're going to be stripped naked of their gifts and abilities. Because they might tell themselves, say, most I now step back when him give them, most I tell you, say, repent in them word already. Yes, and he repent that he make man. Majority of you. Yes, that's to say humanity. Not just the masculine, sex or the male sex. But I've come to realize that, um, mental derangement. Like I say, all of us, we suffer from some mental illness, yeah, in some way, shape, or form. All of us. And it's, just, from having, these human experiences, they all affect us in some way, shape, or form. Even the psychologists, they're not perfect because even them need, guidance. What human being is, so perfect or flawless that they don't need spiritual help or guidance? Hmm? Or emotional or mental help or guidance? We all do. Despite and in spite of how, intellectual we are and even wise too. You understand me? But I come to realize that, wicked people, why it really don't make any sense to argue with them is because most I said, who is a fool now? A man who saith within his heart there is no God. And that is to say that a man who believe within himself there is no God. So when you say something to yourself, your heart, deep within your heart, you actually say that to yourself. I know nobody else you say that to, because mouth cut cross we talk anything. And yourself you say that too. And one way in which people actually tell themselves that is by, their deeds. So when you do certain things, you basically tell yourself, say you don't believe in God. There is no God. Like certain folly and wickedness. And so when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, we can say the wicked are like fools. They are fools. Because a wicked man do not believe in God, A wicked man does not believe in God. No. So therefore, a wicked man or woman is a fool. Because the Most High said that a fool saith within his heart, which is, believes there is no God. And so when you see people get up and play God and put on a form of godliness and do all kind of gimmicks and wickedness, acts of wickedness, I'm not even going to say the other thing because most I say don't call anybody fool, but when you do the connection right there, so do the maths. And not just that, they are mentally deranged because God not give you a spirit of fear, but of love and of what? A sound mind. And so people who don't fear God, in other words, people who don't believe in a God. We're not talking about people who bear a form of godliness, but denying power, Because them denying power by getting up and play God and I decide say who for live and who for dead because you not do this and you not do that. So you know for live. Them getting up and that's them getting up and playing God. Oh, you are smoke, so you forget cancer. Make me go to the witch doctor and put a spell of cancer on you. They're playing God. And God never said that. You have to focus on yourself and live your life. God never say you have to get up and put spell of sickness on people because you believe that, because they live a certain way, certain things will happen to them. No. You leave all judgment to God. That's what the Most High said. Leave all judgment to Him. So when people get up and they play God and they try to put judgment on people, sickness and death, that's them basically, just saying they don't believe in God. They are God. You understand what I'm saying? And the mere fact that they have no fear for God, it means that they what? Have no sound mind. I'ma come back.